everybody. That's right, man. Welcome back to the Bowfishing Buzz podcast, episode 125, brought to you by
AMS and Megamouth Bowfishing, both family-owned businesses, proudly made in the USA, built tough, built by bowfishers, and trusted by shooters across the nation.
From reels and bows to arrows and accessories, AMS and Megamouth have you covered. Take the fight to invasive fish with American-made bowfishing muscle.
From first shots to big wins, AMS and Megamouth help make memories on the water that last a lifetime. Bowfishing Buzz also sponsored by N-Design's Leatherwork and Embroidery and Efficiency Bowfishing Lights by Ultra Innovations USA.
Love
we
it.
are back up here in the booth.
Oh.
Matt is in Wisconsin.
I'm jacked up, Schmitty.
You are jacked up. I don't even recognize you anymore. You've been gone so much this summer and this spring even. I just have one bone to pick, Matt. I have had a broken headset up here for going on 2 months. Are you going to order me a new one? Or?
You've been to the office a lot more than I have.
I'm just saying.
All you got to do is type in new headphones.
Watch what happens. If I disagree with you too vigorously, it's all over the place.
It falls right off.
See, I don't even know if you can hear me right now.
Your noggin is so big, I'm surprised it falls off of that.
Okay, you know that's a sensitive topic. We can talk about that. But yes, welcome back, everybody. Episode 125 of the Bowfishing Buzz. Yeah. We have a very fun one.
Yes, this is going to be
in store. Yeah, you were doing some very cool things last week. We'll tease that a little bit later. But just to have everybody catch up with us, Matt, what have been your current happenings? Holding off on what we're going to talk about this podcast. What's Mathew been up to lately?
You know, I always go to the U.S. Nationals up in Cedar Lake late model races. Mm-hmm. We camp up there. We do the whole thing up there. We camp and all that stuff.
Yeah.
3 nights of camping, 4 nights of camping, whatever it is. Just a great time. And we sold our camper earlier this year, so I wasn't able to go up there.
I see.
So I was deciding on, should I drive up there on Saturday and just go watch the races myself and just drive back? It's a 2.5 hour drive, whatever. Yep. One of my bowfishing fellas here in Wisconsin, Eric Smith.
Okay.
Messaged me on Thursday. Yeah. He goes, hey, are you going to the races this year? And I said, no. I said, we sold our camper and gave him the whole spiel. Mm-hmm. Oh, he says, well, you come up and join us if you want to come up.
Oh, that's cool.
And sit with us. Yeah. We've got these hot seats. They pay for them every year. They got these big seats way up above the normal grandstands or way up there on the back stretch right in the middle of the track.
Really?
It's like, if you want to come up, you can stay with us and hang out with us at our campsite and stuff.
Oh, that's fun.
Follow us onto the races.
And did you take up his offer?
You betcha.
Really? Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the U.S. Nationals is just, it's one of the crown jewels for the late model races here, and first place in the main event is $100,000.
Oh, wow!
So they draw a whole bunch of late models here, and
I bet
the intros. It's so cool. They're before the main event. They turn all the lights off.
Okay.
And then everybody, when you come in, you get these little sticks.
Little glow sticks?
Yep. And they're all sequenced together.
Oh, my God.
Yes. So, like, when you're looking across at the front stretch, everything's, like, blue, and then it changes to green, and then all that stuff.
Depending on your seat.
Yeah. Yep. And then when they introduce the drivers, they have a big spotlight that, boom, shines on them as they come out the back stretch onto the track and stuff. Awesome. And then they talk about them and stuff. And then all the little glow sticks kind of glow with the color of their cars and stuff. And it's just really cool, and fireworks and stuff. It's just pretty epic and stuff. But thank you so much to Eric Smith, one of our fellow bowfishers here in Wisconsin. Yep. Invited me up there, and I had just a great time at the races. Then I think I got home at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Sure.
Because he had to do a double race because Thursday night races got canceled. So he did Thursdays.
Oh, damn. They did
Fridays and Saturdays events together in one afternoon.
Yep.
Yeah. But it was a great time. I just loved it. We had a great time.
Well, that's cool. Very cool.
And then hurrying up, Schmitty. Oh, with my food plots.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yep.
Because we've been in a drought here.
Oh, terrible. Just absolutely. Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, at least where we are. Yeah. We haven't got rain for a long time. The little bit that we got has been nothing compared to what I think it was one of the driest Julys on record for Wisconsin. It was bad. The grass up here is brown. That doesn't happen here. No. Usually we get enough rain to keep that nice and green and lush, but that's what I was doing all weekend.
Yeah.
Planting food plots. And then luckily, yesterday morning into really yesterday afternoon, a little bit last night even, I got an inch and a tenth was in my gauge.
Yeah.
And it was not like an inch in an hour. It was an inch over the course of the day. It was the perfect food plot type rain.
Right.
It was fantastic. Right. So I'm a happy boy.
I am too. I got very lucky in between when I came back from Arkansas and then going to Texas. I was able to borrow my brother's tractor.
Oh, yeah.
I went and rented a 3-point tiller for that. I was able to go out there and hurry up and do that. And thankfully, after I got done seeding and all that stuff, it rained a little bit there that day that I think it was July 31st or something like that.
Yeah, we got a little bit. It wasn't a ton, but
it was a nice all-day soaker. It helped.
See, and
conditions.
we got like 2/10 that day.
Oh,
we did not get much at all. You must have got more than we did.
Yep. And when I came back home yesterday, I had one more plot to seed. When I came home from Texas on Friday night, I ran out there and all the stuff that I had planted was sprouting through already. It was very nice to see that. And then it was thundering off in the distance, so I hurried up. This spot I can't get a tractor to, so I had to do it with a hand tiller.
Sure.
And I had already kind of worked it up. I burnt the grass and stuff, and all that stuff. It was pretty cool there. Literally, I just got done spreading fertilizer on it, went over and I got some Domain Bomb Squad.
Yep.
I was seeding that with that. And literally, I walked to my last spot on that little food plot, and the first raindrop started to fall.
Yeah.
Got very lucky on that. But and then it rained pretty good. We had 3 pretty good little rain showers yesterday, which I was very happy with. But, food plots, man, this time of year, you get them out there.
Yeah, Saturday, I think I put in close to 3 acres. One of them was behind the house, a little spot that I've kind of – and I actually bought some – usually I'm a Whitetail Institute. I put a lot of Whitetail Institute in this year. But we were talking with the guys from Domain. I put some big sexy in behind the house.
I got to put some of that in.
So we'll see how that works. There's no oculant on it, which there always is on, that like coating that makes your fingers blue when you cover it. But
so you can kind of seed a little bit.
And I think it protects it from drought too. It's a little bit of a protectant or something. But we'll totally see. I'm excited to see what all happens.
All of my Domain that I put out on July 31st has seeded, has popped through the ground already.
Good. Well, that's awesome. That's very cool.
You bet.
But
Great.
That's what we've been doing, running around out in the woods.
Right.
So
running around the roads and going to some races.
Yeah. Matt, I want to talk about something that is not on this right here.
Okay. Okay. Let me get a drink here, Schmitty.
Okay. Let me get you prepped for this. This weekend, I was running through a couple of different things in the house, and I happened to I had to clean out my old nightstand and put a new one in. Okay. Whatever. It was old and falling apart. And in the bottom of my nightstand, I found this little fella.
It's a journal.
It is a journal.
Yeah, it's a journal.
All right. These are a couple entries that myself and my good friend Kyle, when we bought a boat our senior year of high school in 2016. Okay. I, as you can see, wrote in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 entries. Then I was done. That's all that ever got input in here.
That's it. And that's it.
6. No, we did it a whole bunch. But after,
I'm saying that's all you wrote in there.
After 6 times, I'm like, okay, I don't want to write these.
So
anymore.
after those first 6 pages, nothing. It's all blank.
Not a single entry in the whole damn book.
That's a nice looking book.
And I'm like, you know what? This might be a little trip down memory lane. Okay, so I'm gonna read you our first entry.
Go ahead.
We bought our John boat. All right. So here's the first one. Okay. Tuesday, April 26th. 2016, this is a decade ago, more than a decade ago. First night out in new boat, okay? Pretty positive to start, right? Second line. It rolled off the trailer and bounced down the launch. Also, we found holes in the back of the boat.
Oh.
We worked ashore from landing all the way to Koski's Bay. You know where that is.
Yep, you ran a big old plane.
Yep. Shot 2 commons. Maybe saw 10, cloudy and cold, okay? So that was Tuesday, April 26th. Now we're going to jump to Friday, April 29th. Okay,
3
couple days later.
Yeah.
Castle Rock for the first time.
Oh,
beautiful night. Big motor didn't work. Stuck in small areas around Big Rocha Cree.
Oh.
No big fish at all. Saw a sturgeon. Got cool as the night went on, shot 12 fish, 2 or 3 decent ones. Had the troll everywhere. Also realized we need a new trolling motor.
So the outboard didn't work, and you realized you needed a new trolling motor.
And then just the last 2 words written in the entry are just simply, trailer's bent. I'm like, oh my God.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So we had those. Let's see what else we got here. Then it starts getting better. Okay? So Saturday, May 7th, we're 2 weeks in now.
Okay, yeah.
Caleb Meyer called me, wondered if he wanted to go shoot the Mississippi with him and Reese Bakken.
Oh.
Met them in Arpin. They're both amazing, which, of course, after coming from what I just wrote about, any boat that floats is amazing.
Oh, their boat. I thought you said they're both amazing.
No, boat.
The boat is amazing.
Their boat was amazing.
Okay.
Except we ran out of gas halfway
Oh, no.
there. Had to siphon gas out of the motor into truck.
Oh.
Shot Mississippi until 6, hoping commons would start spawning, filled 2 barrels. Okay? Now, Sunday, May 8th, the last entry. I think once I wrote this one in there, I'm like, I ain't topping this. No more. May never have a better day bowfishing in my life. Left Mississippi and drove to Castle Rock to see if buffs were spawning. They were. Got to Mays Point and shot fish right from the landing. Pushing going on everywhere.
Nice.
That's
it.
From there on out, you'd think I'd never shot another fish again.
The book is empty now.
There's nothing going on. Yep.
I got to say, Derek, I'm very disappointed.
Wouldn't that be cool to go back and read all that?
There's nothing with me in there.
Well, that's because I wasn't cool enough to go with you yet.
You weren't. You're not. I'm not even in your journal.
I don't know if I even shot with you yet at that point. You were like a living legend when I started here. You're always gone on trips or doing this or doing that. But yeah, I thought that was when I read that first one last night that it bounced off the trailer and went down the boat launch.
That's funny.
I'm like, that's good stuff right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, you got to start somewhere.
Right.
Got to start somewhere.
But Schmidty, also joining us here on the Bowfishing Buzz podcast is going to be Hunter Barthels.
Yeah. That's going to be the
Extreme Bowfishing. We're going to call him up.
Extreme Bowfishing down there in Texas. That's where you were last week.
Correct.
That will be the main course of this podcast. We are very excited. You guys had a very successful trip down there.
Absolutely.
We will certainly get into that. Hunter, yourself, Jana, and her husband, John,
Correct.
had a trip that you will never forget.
That's for darn sure.
If I do say so myself.
Yes.
But this weekend, Matt, there was one of the biggest bowfishing tournaments in the nation going on.
Another big one, the Cajun 8.
The Cajun 8. Should we rifle through what a couple of those
let's
placings
rifle
were?
through the top 8 placing teams here, Schmitty.
Sure. So the 2026 Cajun 8 results, we got the top 8 teams here. 8th place, team You Will Mind, 279.2 pounds, winning $300.
Yep. Coming in 7th, Team AMS, Lance, Gunner, and Noah, weighing in 387 pounds even, winning $300.
6th place, Thrills and Kills Outdoors, 390.4 pounds, winning $300 as well.
Nice. Coming in 5th, Carp Control Bowfishing. That's sponsored by Megamouth Bowfishing.
Yep,
Justin
absolutely.
Cook team.
Yep.
Weighed in 391.8 pounds, winning $500.
4th place, Darden Bottom Boys, 422.4 pounds, winning $600.
Nice. And coming in 3rd place, Donation Station, weighing in 430.4 pounds, winning $2,000. Their team name is Donation Station. They collected station.
That's a very rhymey name.
Yeah. But instead of donating, they must have pocketed a little bit, winning $2,000.
Maybe they donated that $2,000 right back to.
Maybe
Who knows?
That's the team.
Maybe that's why they do that.
I doubt it. I doubt it too.
2nd place, we got Team Descalin, 455.2 pounds, winning $4,000.
And your Cajun 8 first place team this year goes to Team OCD Bowfishing, weighing in 520.2 pounds, winning $10,000.
Wow.
That's pretty darn good because they're only weighing in 8 fish.
I was just going to say, is that the case?
I believe that their biggest was 86 pounds.
Oh, I was going to say the average on this is going to be just disgusting.
I believe, yes.
What is that? 520 divided by 8.
40. No, that can't be right.
What did you just type into your calculator?
520 divided by 8 is 65.
They have a 65-pound average.
Holy cow. Wow.
That's insane.
Wow.
Holy cow. It's got to be what it is if they're weighing in 8 fish.
divided by 8? Yeah, 65.
Wow, that's insane. That's the disgusting average. Holy cow. Very cool. Very cool. Well, congrats to them.
And that's the Cajun 8 is usually a Ohio River or Big Head style tournament.
Yep.
So they definitely got into some absolute giant.
Yep, absolutely.
Big Head Schmitty. Wow.
Well, I tell you what, Matt. What do we want to discuss next?
Well,
how much do we want to talk about before we give Hunter a call?
I just want to say I was invited also to shoot in this past weekend's WBA Mississippi tournament with Jody Bagalki and them guys. It's the last tournament of the year for the Wisconsin Bowfishing Association.
Yep.
And, of course, I couldn't because I got home like at 1:30 in the morning on Friday night or Saturday morning and stuff. But they shot in the tournament, and they ended up winning first place in the Big 20.
That's very cool.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
Jody still knows how to get stuff done.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a killer. Always has been, always will be. Yeah.
And on that, Brandon Cole, who has been the WBA president for so many years and has done such a wonderful job, is going to be stepping down after this season. So big thank you to Brandon Cole for all of his time spent in bowfishing and the sport that we love here in Wisconsin and everywhere else.
Yeah.
And putting his time in and running that, he did a great job. So we wish him all the best of luck, and we hope that the next president that steps in there kind of follows his steps.
Yeah, just to share that passion, that want to get things done and help the club progress. That'll be huge. But he was a huge part of the Wisconsin bowfishing history of things.
Right.
So, yeah, I tell you what, Matt, I have a way that I would like to approach this version of the podcast, because I think before we call Hunter, we should tell the audience a little bit of a story of what you got to experience down in Texas this past week.
Sure.
All right. Let's do it interview style. Let me ask you the questions. You're going to explain it to me, because I haven't talked to you a whole bunch since you got back.
No.
So it'll be also like I'm hearing it for the first time, but let me kind of just ask you questions, and we'll do it in that fashion. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay. South Texas, like we said, extreme bowfishing with guide Hunter Barthels. You were down there last week. When did you leave? Who was all with you on the trip? Just give us a little bit of a breakdown of an intro for what you guys were doing.
We were flying into Houston Airport. All right. I was going to be meeting Jana and her husband, John.
Okay. They flew in from Utah.
Yep. And I was flying in from Wisconsin, of
Jana
course.
Waller, Skullbound TV. Yep.
And had it pretty well coordinated. We were both landing at 1:30, so we could meet.
Beautiful.
Get a rental. And head down to our location, which was 4 hours away.
Oh, God. You forget how big Texas is till you got to drive, 4 hours, and you're not even close to leaving the state line.
So I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, get to Central Wisconsin Airport, fly over to Minneapolis, from Minneapolis down to Houston. But as I'm in the Minneapolis airport, I see our plane there. It's 15 minutes past boarding time, and still nobody's boarding. I'm like, here we go. So pretty soon the lady comes on. She goes, we're having some issues with the lavatories on the airplane, so they're trying to get some parts in to get that taken care of. We're looking at 30 to 40 minutes. 30, 40 minutes. Elapse. Still nobody's boarding the plane. They come back on saying, well, we're still working on it. Give us another 30 minutes.
Someone must have clogged that pretty bad.
Somebody took had a little bubble gut on the plane. So
you're telling me that your flights and all of your airport travel did not go according to plan? No, what? No. That is crazy.
So finally, after another 35, 40 minutes, they come back and say,
we're at over an hour now.
Oh, yeah. Hour and a half. They're like, finally, a pilot or somebody comes back and says, sorry for the delay, folks. We're going to have to be getting a new plane for you guys, so we're trying to get a new plane now.
Oh, God. Meanwhile, Jana's flying in the air, right?
Yeah.
She's on her way down.
Yeah. Yep. So I did text her and tell her what my deal was, and she got a hold of that and told her I'm going to be late. So finally, we got on the plane like 3 hours delay.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And it's
August. Like, you expect it when there's a snowstorm in February, but when it's August and it's not storming out.
Like I said, somebody had bubble gut on the plane beforehand.
That sucks.
Clog that baby up.
That sucks. So what time did you eventually get down to Houston and meet Jana?
Around 4:30 or so.
4:30 that afternoon?
Yeah, 4:30 in the afternoon.
Okay, gotcha. So you guys went down here. What was your goal? What were you guys targeting down here?
Our goals was to go to the Gulf.
Okay.
And get a mixed bag. Sheep's head, black drum, possible alligator gar.
Ooh. Okay, so there's some big trophies on the table.
And stuff like that there.
Okay.
So we finally got down to our location at night, and we got an Airbnb right on the Gulf. It was a beautiful little house right there. And got up the next morning. And what a view. I walked about that Airbnb.
You sent me a snap of it, and it was ridiculous.
And you opened the door, and the sun was shining, and right there was the Gulf, you know. And it was just actually coastal waters, I should say. But we were right next to the Gulf of America. Just incredible, beautiful view. And then we hooked up with Hunter Barthels just to try a spot quick before going out that night. Yep. And we went to some spots around there, and we saw some gator gar rolling, but not a lot. They were always way down in front of us and stuff, and there just wasn't a lot around. But kind of got in the water. It was good to meet Hunter the first time and stuff. Besides talking to him on the phone.
And was this that first night that you guys went out?
First night we did not. Hunter had clients the first night, so we didn't get down to our location there till 9 o'clock, 8:30 at night.
Okay,
right.
Gotcha.
I have to say though, right as soon as we pulled into town, there was this Mexican restaurant, and we were starving.
You ate Mexican, dude? You never let me get Mexican when we're on the road.
This is down in Texas, Derek. It's different. Okay. It's a different.
All right.
Yeah. We pulled into there, sit down. They brought us out nachos and salsa and stuff. Oh, my God. Their salsa was just out of this world.
Killer, huh?
Yeah. And they brought us some queso and stuff. And then I ordered a Hawaiian quesadilla.
Ooh, a little pineapple in there?
Pineapple and shrimp.
Oh, yummy.
Oh, my gosh, Derek, it was awesome.
That sounds very good.
All the food that we had down there was delicious.
Really?
Yeah. The next day we went to Bubba's Seafood, and my gosh.
Did you get Bubba Gut from Bubba's Seafood?
Absolutely not.
Oh, that's good.
No.
Fresh stuff right there. Cool.
I had stuffed shrimp. Oh, my gosh. Incredible.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Yep.
So you guys went out then the next morning, correct?
The next morning.
What were the conditions like? I mean, was it hotter than hell?
Yeah.
What was it?
When I walked out the door at 7:30 in the morning, it was 75 degrees.
Oh, that sounds nice.
But it got up to over 100 degrees.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And like I said, we didn't see a lot of gator. We saw some, but not a lot.
So you were targeting Gator Gar that morning, correct?
Yeah, and I shot a couple small gar and stuff like that, some little long nose and stuff like that there.
Sure.
They're short nose swimming around and stuff. We stood up for a couple hours. It was just nice, so like I said, to finally meet Hunter, get acquainted with his boat and stuff like that there and everything. And then we hooked up later that night, and we went out into the coastal waters. And I do have to say, it's kind of funny because I did this. So we get to the boat landing. Hunter puts his boat in, puts it over by the dock there and stuff. There's dolphins porpoising here and there.
Oh, my
and
God.
Like,
what is this, SeaWorld?
And there's these little birds that would just hover above the ground, and they would just and dive into the water and stuff. And boats were going by and stuff. And we're sitting there, and Hunter went up to park his truck, and he comes back, and I says, Hunter, there's a lot of water in your boat.
Oh, no.
He looks and he goes, oh, no. He forgot to put the plugs in.
So did you guys were able to get it back on the trailer?
Yeah, he just went up and because his bilge pump was kicking in and stuff, and he went up and got a trailer and stuff. But I did that a couple years ago. I had
with Corey Brosman
and
Green
stuff.
Bay.
And you just get excited and you just forget to do that stuff.
Except our bilge pump was not working. I don't think.
Yeah, it was.
And you said, Derek, get in the water now. And go plug that hole.
Because we got a 2-inch hole back there.
We do. We got a big hole in the rear. Stuff comes out of there fast. Or I should say comes in there fast.
And goes out
It was
fast
an entrance that night.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
so then we went out to the coastal waters there, and it's just the air is just so different down there. Our cameras instantly have just fogged right up.
So humid.
It's so humid and heavy, and you're just clammy, and you have that salt in the air and stuff. It's just a really weird texture air down there.
Yeah.
So we had a long boat ride, and we actually went through the little canal that would take us out to the Gulf of America and stuff like that there. And then we went to our location there and started looking for fish. And the pecking mullet, oh my gosh, mullet are just everywhere. It's
really?
It's like shad here, I guess. But they were just everywhere, jumping out of the water, and it made it hard to look in the water. I'm like, these things are going to scare all the fish in front of us,
Sure.
We went around and we were shooting some drum and stuff like that there, and we saw some redfish, but we can't shoot redfish.
Oh, okay.
In Texas, you can in Louisiana, I believe.
I was gonna say, I think I've seen people shoot them.
We weren't allowed to shoot the redfish there, and then Jana shot some stingray. She shot a southern, and she brings it in the boat, and the tail was it didn't have a tail.
Okay.
Right up by the body, it was all like mangled up right there, and I was like, man, I said, look at that tail. I said, look, will the shark get after that or what? Well, here when she looked up for the pictures, it had got ran over by an outboard, and it was all prop slices through the bottom half of the body.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's terrible.
Mm-hmm. And we saw a lot of, all of a sudden, started seeing Gator Gar. And I'm like, what size? I said, you got to tell me what size to shoot here. And he said, well, it depends on what you want to shoot, So we're passing up 5-footers, 5.5-footers right away and stuff like that there, and just kind of holding off for something a little bit bigger. And we saw quite a few Gator Gar. And then finally, all of a sudden, at one moment later on in the afternoon, or in the evening there, a nice one just appeared right in front of us, and Jana smoked it. I mean, she just smoked it and took off, and the fight was on, and got a backup shot into that there.
I would think that Gator Gar were probably your biggest goal to shoot going down here.
For sure.
Okay.
And we got to back up into that. She got in the boat. We got some awesome pictures. It was just a tick over 6 foot.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big, solid Gator Gar. Yep. It was really cool because it was in shallow water and stuff and everything. And then she gave the boat to her husband, John, for him. He's never shot a Gator Gar before. He hasn't really bowfished a lot, really, know. So she headed him the bow and stuff like that there. First shot, he smokes a Gator Gar.
Oh, my gosh, really?
And the thing turns and takes off, and it comes out of the water, and I could see his arrow. It threw the arrow.
Oh,
he hit it kind of close to the right in the head area.
Okay.
So I don't think he got a lot of penetration there.
And he whipped the arrow right out of that Gator Gar. Whipped the arrow out of itself.
Yeah. Yep.
Good Lord.
And I'll have some very cool footage on the YouTube podcast of this whole trip.
Yeah, this will be like an episode in itself, but it's going to be a podcast.
Right.
Okay.
And now it's getting late. It's getting, 2 o'clock in the morning. We're tired. It's getting 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I'm just going to shoot the next Gator Gar I see.
Okay. Yep.
I just want to, I'm just going to shoot the next one I see.
Yep.
So one comes in front of the boat. John shot and missed. I shot it and I got it, and we got in the boat. It was just, a 4-footer.
Nice. Okay.
I was very happy with it. I don't, I shot a Gator Gar. I don't care, And then shortly after, John shot a nice 5-footer there, so that kind of wrapped up our.
You guys all had a Gator Gar. That's awesome.
We all got Gator Gar.
Yeah.
And John did a great job. That was his first ever Alligator Gar, and he missed one, so he hit one, missed one, then he got another one.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he smoked it, and we got that one in the boat there and stuff. So
how many can you shoot?
One a day.
Oh. So did John shot 2 in one night?
No.
Oh,
he hit one, but it got off.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I gotcha. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made me ask it. You said she shot 2 of them. I'm like, oh, but that's right. One through the arrow.
Through the arrow.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's very cool.
Yep. And then we got back to the boat landing and unloaded. Hunter went and put all the fish, the drum, because we had our limit of drum. He put all that on ice. We met the next morning at his place where he's staying, and they have a nice little cleaning spot right there along the canals right there and stuff. So we flayed out all those Gator Gar, flayed out all those drum, the stingrays, took some cool pictures, took some cool video of him flaying that, the big white back straps from the loin and stuff like that. They're cleaning them off and stuff like that and everything. And then we went to lunch, and then we talked, what do we want to do?
Yeah.
What do we want to do? Do we want to continue to do what we did last night? Go out on the Gulf and shoot drum and gar? Or do we want to go inland to some inland lakes and have an opportunity at a giant Gator Gar or a trophy Gator Gar?
I know what Matt's vote was.
It was everybody's vote.
Okay.
Everybody voted for that because we had experience. We all got a Gator Gar.
Sure. Yeah, that's
so
true. You all got that. It's not like you didn't or Jana didn't.
Right.
You're like, oh, we should get somebody their first one.
Yeah, and so now we're like, let's take our chances and try to go get a Gator Gar.
Let me interject, Matt. You were down in Texas a few years back, I believe, with Jana. You guys went down with Buck Medley. You shot a Gator Gar. How big was that one?
6.5.
6.5? Okay, gotcha. Good fish, big fish.
Yeah, okay. 6'3", right around there, something like that.
Okay. So then that night, you guys went inland to try to shoot some big ones?
So we drove inland a couple hours. We stayed at a lodge, and we got all situated in there, and then we went out and checked a body of water.
Okay. What time is it right now when you're going out to check?
It is 1:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, not bad at all. Okay, no. Gotcha.
Yep. So we went out to check maybe 2 o'clock or something like that there. So we went out. I'll tell you this, they had a lot of water here recently, so a lot of these lakes flooded.
Gotcha. Does that work in your favor?
Yes, because the week before, when Hunter was out with some clients, the buffalo came in and were spawning, and they were shooting some big buffs, and the gar were in there starting to spawn as well.
Wow.
Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing that was crazy, with all the flooding, on the water, on anything that was floating, vegetation or whatever, it was piled with fire ants.
You sent me a video of that.
Yes. It was crazy.
They'll eat you up, too.
Oh, you should have seen it. We'll talk to Hunter about that.
Okay.
So what we did is we went out and we were trying to see if we could locate any areas that were holding Gator Gar or any areas where there might be some buffs that were spawning. So we flew all over this body of water. And around 4:30 in the afternoon, we found a spot where there was a couple of gar rolling.
Okay.
All right. No spawning, but there was a couple of gar rolling. And then it kind of gets to that witching overtime where it's hard to see anything and stuff. So we're like, all right, let's set a game plan. Let's be in here tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So we went back to our lodge, got something to eat. Then we were going to go out that night right away. But Hunter's like, nope, we're not going to go out right away because it's windy. We're going to meet at 3:30 in the morning. Drive to the lake, go all the way to the south end, try for some grassies and buffs. Around 5 o'clock, we're going to start heading back up to that bay where we saw them the day before.
Okay.
All right, so that's what we did. We got up and got to the boat landing at 4 o'clock in the morning, drove down to the south end, looked beautiful. Oh, it's those spots where you go, why aren't there any grass carp in here? Why aren't there any buffs in here?
Looks right. Looks good.
It was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
There's a couple of gars swimming around, little gar, dink gar and stuff like that there. So we drove all the way back up, got to that location just as the sun was starting to come above the tree lines there. And right away, we could see gar coming up and around. No spawning. All right, there's no spawning. What they're doing is they're coming up to get a breath and go back down.
Yep.
You can hear them. You can hear them when they break the surface. And they take because alligator gar breathe air.
Yep.
That's why they can live in brackish salt water and fresh water because they're breathing air and stuff. So we started to do that, and all the gar would come up, and they were just out of range. They'd come up behind you or to the side of you, 50 yards or 40 yards to the other side or 60 yards in front of you. You would never get close to them. But we just waited. We were patient, and we're going along. And I was on the left side of the boat, Hunter's in the middle, Jana's on the right side, cameraman standing behind us.
Okay.
And I had my GoPro running at this time, actually. And I heard Jana say, like, oh. And I turned and looked, and right by her, one come up.
Oh, okay.
And Hunter's like.
Within range.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, within range. And Hunter's like, oh, take your time. You got time. Because they come up and they breathe, their back breaks the surface, then they start going down, and then their tail is the last thing you see.
Sure. Yep.
And unfortunately, Jana she shot just underneath that fish.
Oh, okay.
A big eruption of water, and nothing on.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing on.
You sit and wait for that long to get an opportunity.
Yep.
That's tough.
Yep.
That's tough shooting, too.
It is very tough shooting. It's snap shooting. It's very quick shooting. And then, you don't want to – we had already shot, our gator gar, so we didn't want to shoot another smaller one. So you're kind of looking at the width of the back when they come up, at the nose. You're trying to get a quick glimpse of that. So we're sitting there, and Hunter's like, Matt, you might have to take some longer shots at these.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we're going along, and one rolled up 20 yards or so in front of us. He's like, there. And I drew back in the shot, and I shot underneath
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And now it's about 10 to 8 in the morning, and we had gone through this stretch maybe 4 or 5 times, so now the fish are starting to spread. They're starting to move away from us. They're not really coming up as much as they were when we first got there. So we're coming back up to where we originally started when we first got there that night, and I'm thinking, Oh, and there were spotted gar swimming all over the place. And I remember I said this to Hunter several times, like, why can't a gator gar just come swimming by like that?
Right. Are they a little bit smarter, a little bit more cagey?
Gator gar?
Those spotted gar? Yeah.
The spotted gar?
No. Are those gator gar just traditionally more spooky, more, just smarter that they're not going to do that? Or is there just less numbers of them so that it's not happening?
I think there's probably less numbers of them.
I know there'd be less, but I'm just curious if you guys had any small little gator gar swim right now.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
And it was fun because those little spotted gar were eating little moths on the surface. They come up, eat a little moth here and there and stuff.
Little killers.
And I remember I said that to Hunter several times. Why can't a gator gar just come swimming by like they are?
Sure.
So we're going along, and I'm thinking, I had my chance, I missed. Jana had a chance, she missed.
Sure.
That's going to be it.
Yep.
And that's going to be the end of our trip. And we're literally going along, and I literally went, oh my gosh, and I drew back and shot. So we're going one way. The fish must have been swimming
perpendicular
to the boat.
In front of the boat. You're in top left of the boat. It came from the left.
It came from the left, and it was right in front of me, and I could tell I could see how thick it was. I could see its head. I could see its eyes.
Was it coming up for a breath?
No, I don't think it was. It was just like swimming. It was just like cruising through.
How far under the surface?
A foot.
Oh, God. And I'm guessing relatively clear water.
It's a stained water.
Okay.
But I could see it very easily. I had my polarized glasses on. I could see it very easily. The sun was shining bright. There wasn't a cloud in the sky.
Did anyone see it before you?
It was weird because I don't think so, because I went, oh, my gosh. And as soon as I said, oh, my gosh, I just drew and pop, I shot.
Yep.
Derek, when my arrow hit that fish.
So it was a big-ass gator gar.
It was a giant. An absolute giant, Schmidty.
Okay, this way. Let me just keep painting the picture. How far in front of you was this fish when you saw it swimming?
7 feet.
Oh, Jesus. So you're talking like from like me to that trash can.
Closer.
Oh, God.
Derek, I've been bow fishing for several years.
Several years. Like that makes it way less sounding than what it is.
I'm not going to lie. This was my easiest shot I've ever had.
No way. Really?
Yeah, on an absolute giant.
Okay, so anyway, you draw back and shoot.
Derek, I drew back, had the Mega Rex.
Mega mouth reel.
Yep. Anchor QT.
Yep.
I drew back. Pop. That fish was swimming. That arrow, I could see the arrow go into the side of that fish.
Just center punch?
Center punched it. Right where the back meets the white on the belly. Just center punched it.
So you nailed it.
Nailed it. That fish never budged an inch.
What?
That fish never shook or nothing.
Oh.
I was expecting an erosion of water eruption. That fish never budged an inch. Never sent a ripple in the water.
That's weird because you said when Jana shot at hers, it went ballistic.
Oh yeah, all the ones that we shot in the coast went crazy.
Wow.
This thing never budged, Derek.
Didn't even know it was shot.
I don't think it did. Oh, honest to God, I don't think it did.
What in the freakish type of beast?
So it's just slowly going down, and Hunter's like, Jana, shoot! Because it was still right there in front of us. Get another arrow in it.
Yep.
Jana draws back, wham, drills it right in front of my arrow. The fish never twitches again.
Oh, my gosh.
This thing's a beast. This thing's a beast. Never budges. So Hunter's like, guys, just don't touch your line. Just let him go like he doesn't know you're on there. So we did that. He goes, I got to get it back up. This is a big fish, you guys.
Get as many into him as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
So we just let them kind of go. That's when I sent you my first snap of him just kind of swimming in there. And he came to the surface.
Yep.
He was right on the surface. He wasn't swimming. He wasn't thrashing, crashing around or nothing, Derek.
So then Hunter went and got his Mega Rex with his Mega Mouth reel and put a third arrow into it.
We got him up. The fish never knew he was hit.
What?
The fish never knew that nothing was wrong with them. But when Hunter shot him, then he kind of took off and went crazy a little bit from there. So what Hunter does is he has a 22 pistol in his boat.
Okay.
He doesn't like to bring live Gator Gar into his boat because they thrash around pretty serious. And they got teeth on the outside and it's crazy and stuff. So he went back in his boat and he comes back up. He goes, I'm out of 22 shells.
Oh, boy.
And I'm thinking, oh, great. But it was actually really cool that he didn't have any shells.
So right now you've got a gigantic Gator Gar boat side with 3 arrows in it?
It's just kind of sitting out in front of us there. We're just letting him
really went
No, he never went ballistic, never went crazy.
Wow.
This thing was too big to go crazy,
At this point, are you sitting there going, oh, my God. Oh, my God, it's huge. Did it set in that you just shot an absolute giant or not really?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When the very first time I caught a glimpse before I shot him, I knew this was a giant. I could see how thick he was. I could see the girth on him. So we finally start pulling our lines and get alongside the boat, and Hunter had a lasso that he uses otherwise. And he just kind of grabbed the line there alongside the boat there, and he slipped that noose over top of the Gator Gar's mouth and brought it back towards the back of his head. And he goes, you better be filming because it's about to get epic right now. And as soon as Hunter yanked on that wire rope and that line tightened around that back of that Gator Gar's head, it went absolutely ballistic, Derek. This thing came completely out of the water alongside the boat. Just tore out of the water. Came crashing back into the side of the boat. Swam up alongside the boat. Was crashing alongside the boat. Hunter comes up onto the deck. Okay? And now he's going to start hoisting it into his bottom half of his deck, right where his pit is and his barrel and stuff.
Yep.
He gets the head up and a little bit of the body. That fish thrashes back into the water. I thought Hunter was going overboard. The railing saved him.
Sure.
The railing saved him. It almost pulled him in. This thing was an absolute beast. Finally, after that, he shattered both of our arrows.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And all that crashing alongside the boat and stuff just trashed our arrows.
Yep.
And then finally, we were able to get that thing into the boat. And then from there, I was totally shocked and amazed and could not believe what was going on.
Really?
Yeah.
That's quite the story.
I did not expect that, Derek.
Sure. Yeah.
I did not expect a fish that size to come swimming by us.
Yeah.
After we had been chasing him for several days, trying to get an absolute giant swam 5 feet in front of me, broadside.
What did he measure, Matt?
7'2".
Oh, the 7-foot club.
Yeah, 7 foot 2 inches.
Dude. That is an absolute tank.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, it was great. Thank you. It was amazing.
You told me that
world.
you had a big fish. You texted me last week. And I said, how big is it? And your responses were just like, it's huge. And I would respond with like, oh, okay, nice. What did it measure? It's big. Nice. Okay. Did you put a tape measure to it? This thing's a giant. I'm like, dude, tell me how long it was. I wanted to know.
We didn't even have this fish barely in the boat. And you were texting me, and I was like,
you were sending me such live updates.
Right. It was right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you guys managed to wrangle in an absolute giant into the boat. Yeah. 86-inch long fish. That is an absolute freak.
38-inch girth.
Oh,
around his belly.
Jeez.
Oh, Derek, I got to tell you. So I'm sitting there taking pictures of the fish, and I'm holding it so you can see his head and stuff.
Yeah.
So his face is kind of right next to me.
Yeah.
And one time when I kind of lifted him up a little higher, he kind of went.
Oh, air come out of him?
Like air came out of his mouth.
Oh, he burped on you.
Holy cow, Derek.
Did it smell good, Matt?
It was terrible.
Oh, God. Dinosaur breath.
It was major dinosaur breath is right.
Oh, yikes.
It was terrible. Terrible. It caught Hunter too right above the ankle when it flopped inside the boat there one time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hurt him a little bit? Thrash him up?
He got a little blood on him.
Yeah.
Got some scars on that one. Yeah. But like I said, I'm glad that he didn't have any 22 shells because that was pretty epic stuff that we got on film with that fish coming out of the water, and I almost pulled him overboard and stuff like that. It was pretty crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we took a ton of awesome photos. I jumped in the water with him and was holding him up in the water and stuff and everything. Jana jumped in the water. But what really, because you kept saying, well, how big is it, Matt? And I says, I don't know, Derek. We're not back to the boat landing yet. I took a screenshot from the camera of Hunter and I holding it up together.
Yeah.
And that's where you could see the back width
size.
of it, the size of the head, just an impressive.
Well, what struck me is you took that picture. The fish's tail was on the ground.
Yep.
And it looked a foot taller than you. You're holding it vertically, okay, up like this. Yep. It looked a foot taller than you, and there was parts of its tail on the ground.
Yeah, we couldn't get it all the way up the ground.
Oh boy, that's a big one.
It's a big fish.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
It was an unbelievable
trip of a lifetime.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Jana was just so thrilled she shot that fish seconds after I shot it.
Sure.
Yep. So she was just as much as getting that fish.
Yep.
And everything.
Those backup shots are huge, especially on a fish that caliber.
Right. I mean, because right away, boom, boom, we had two arrows in that. In case he went crazy and stuff, we had 2 arrows in that fish.
Sure.
I had to tell you, their scales are bone. Yep. It's like a plate of armor.
Yep.
I was showing them this anchor QT.
Yep.
I always show the anchor QT because I love it. It's a
great point.
It's
easy.
An unbelievable point.
Yep.
We turned that shaft counterclockwise to loosen those barbs. That point went blick.
No way.
Pulled right out of there as easy as shooting a common carp.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it held on for that whole deal.
Yep. My arrow shattered in half. Hunter grabbed the pliers, twisted that shaft, and pulled it out with that pliers.
Wow.
Right here it is, Derek.
Oh, there it is. Gator Gar blood and everything.
Yep, right there it is.
How cool is that? Look at how it just sheared it right off.
Yep.
That's crazy.
But this is where the arrow was.
That's a lot of penetration.
That's what Hunter said. He said, that's great. 40 pounds
for a 40-pound
out of the Mega Rex.
Yeah. Yep. Those Mega Rexes pack a punch. Big time.
What do we got there, Derek? 10 inches of penetration?
10, 11 inches. Yeah, yes. Absolutely.
Right. That went in there very well. It held.
And you're shooting it a foot under the water. You had a foot of water to travel. It's not like you were shooting it back out of the water.
But yeah, right there is my arrow. And then Hunter took it to a cleaning station. We cleaned that big old Gator Gar up after pictures and all that stuff. And I brought all the meat back with me. You asked for some. Timmy Boy asked for some. My brother wants some. So we're going to have a big old Gator Gar feast here.
Absolutely.
In the next couple of weeks or months or whatever, whenever we have time.
We're gonna have some here for the shop too. We have snakehead. We have paddlefish. That's the one I couldn't remember. And now we have alligator gar.
Yeah.
We're going to have a wild game feast here one of these days.
I didn't weigh it, but I'm guessing that I probably brought back 40 pounds of alligator loin.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. If you had to guess weight, what would you say?
What's that?
If you had to guess how much that fish weighed.
I asked Hunter, and he said 180 plus.
Oh, my God. I'd have thought more based off those pictures. I don't know
180
Gator
plus.
Gar. I've never shot one, but my Lord, that thing looked
Yep.
like a boa constrictor.
Everything just, what a trip.
Oh, yeah.
What a trip.
Yeah.
From experiencing the coastal bull fishing out there in the Gulf of America, to shooting drum, to shooting coastal gator gar, and then going inland and getting that chance. I mean,
well,
incredible.
A huge shout out to Hunter Barthels. We're going to talk to him here shortly.
Right.
Extreme bow fishing. Right. Let me ask you this, Matt. Would you do the trip again?
Absolutely.
Would you recommend people do the trip?
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
I mean, if you're into shooting gigantic fish, I mean, maybe you do it. But.
It's a chance for a trophy.
Yeah. It's like hunting on Mathew Schillinger's property during deer season.
Yeah, right.
There's a chance for an absolute magnum.
Yeah. I will say this, though, Derek. As we're driving back to the boat landing with that gator gar in the boat and stuff, and being able to sit there and think a little bit while the outboard's running and nobody's talking to you and stuff like that.
You're not performing in front of a camera.
Right.
Yeah.
I started to think of
me. I hope it's me, but it's not going to be.
Of how lucky I was. Ginormous body of water.
Yeah.
Flooded.
Yeah,
More
so
water.
Now God knows how much bigger it is. Yeah.
I started thinking we were a little speck on that body of water.
A little grain of sand.
We were a little speck.
Yeah.
What were the odds of that fish swimming that direction as we were going that direction at the same time and having that gator gar cross our paths at that exact moment on that giant big body of water?
Yep.
What are incredible.
Yeah.
Putting yourself in the right spot at the right time. Yes, there was gator gar in the area. We knew that. So they were there. But for that to happen, incredible.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That is wild. Matt, what do you think the odds are? I'm going to ask ChatGPT, what are the odds of shooting an 86-inch gator gar in Texas with a bow and arrow? What's your guess?
Oh.
An 86-inch
one in
gar.
250,000.
Okay. With bow and arrow.
Probably going to be more than that. 1 in 580,000.
Give me your best guess for odds. Here we go. 86-inch gator gar. That is the question. ChatGPT is okay, this is actually very interesting. Matt. So this is how you have to think of it, okay? This is how chat's breaking it down. An 86-inch gator gar is genuinely a giant. So even in good Texas water, your odds are probably under 1% on any given outing.
Wow.
Maybe around 0.05 to 0.2%, depending on location, guide, conditions. So roughly one, all right, ready for this? In 5,000 bowfishing trips.
Trips.
Result in an 86-inch alligator gar in Texas. Now, we will say, it's a lot less than that when you're with extreme bowfishing.
Right.
But when you're on a trip out in Texas shooting fish, the odds of seeing an 86-incher are not that common.
Right.
So that's kind of interesting. Yeah.
1 in 5,000 trips.
That's what, and who knows.
Holy cow. And that's exactly what I was thinking about as we were driving back to boat landing. How lucky I was for an opportunity at a fish that size. Not only for a gator gar to swim in front of us, but for it to be that size, Derek.
Right. And to be broadside.
And to be broadside. It wasn't swimming away from us. It wasn't coming at us. Right. It didn't see us. It didn't explode in the water. Incredible.
Yeah.
Literally, I thought when I shot it and it didn't budge, when Jana shot it and it didn't budge, I thought, is there something wrong with this fish?
When you were telling that, I was going to say, is it sick?
That's what I was thinking. Is there something wrong with this fish? Because when I kept saying to Hunter, I says, how come we can't get a gator gar to do that, what those spotted gar are doing?
Yeah.
Because they just don't do that.
Yeah. Well, this one did.
And this one did.
Yeah. But then he got real healthy there. He wasn't sick anymore after a while.
What, Derek, that fish wanted to be on Carbon TV and on the Bowfishing Buzz podcast.
He's a superstar.
He wanted to be a superstar. She did. It was a she.
Oh, it was a big female. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Because the big ones are females.
Yep.
Hunter said like the bigger males, they don't get over, I can't remember if it was six and a half.
But that's still a big fish. Yeah.
We'll have to ask him that, but I think that's what he said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay.
So yeah, just I'm telling you. Just takes time on the water and being at the right spot at the right time. have good equipment,
absolutely.
good people on the boat, you can get her done.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, Matt. Let's dive into this a little bit more. Let's give Hunter a call.
Okay.
Right after this quick commercial break.
Yep.
Efficiency Bowfishing Lights by Outdoor Innovations USA. A color tone adjustable and dimmable light with a unique patented reflector design that puts more light where you need it. Efficiency Bowfishing Lights offer 3 different models: the 65-watt single color economy light, the 65-watt efficiency V2 tri-color dimmable light for maximum efficiency and versatility, and the 130-watt efficiency Maximus, designed to be an all-out beast of a bowfishing light. Efficiency, designed and built by bowfishermen for bowfishermen. Check them out at OutdoorInnovationsUSA.com. Are you looking to elevate your bowfishing brand with stunning design solutions? Look no further than N Designs. Their team of talented designers is dedicated to bringing your vision to life. Whether it's t-shirts, hats, leather products, eye-catching logos, to captivating boat wraps, they have you covered. Plus, with their commitment to excellence and attention to detail, you can trust that your project is in good hands. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose N Designs for extraordinary results. Visit their website today and let's bring your ideas to life. N Designs, where creativity meets excellence.
Welcome back, everybody. Episode 125 of the Bowfishing Buzz. We have a very special guest joining us on the phone here. Matt, you were with them all last week yourself.
Yeah.
Jana, you guys had a great week down in Texas.
Absolutely.
With Hunter Barthels, Extreme Bowfishing.
Absolutely.
He is on the line with us now. Hunter, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today on the Bowfishing Buzz.
Thank y'all.
What are you doing right now, Hunter?
What do you say, buddy?
What are you doing right now?
Currently driving to South Texas to go chase more monster alligator gar.
That is what I want to hear from a guide.
The man does not stop.
He doesn't stop.
The man does not stop. No.
Nope.
No. Well, Hunter, we're going to first start it out with some little fun rapid-fire questions, like we call it. We're going to ask you a question. The first thing that pops in your mind, let us know what it is, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Gulf or inland waters?
Ooh, inland waters.
Inland waters.
I gotcha.
All right.
Hunter, what's the best bowfishing snack there is?
Bowfishing snack. I would probably say fresh, dried deer sausage.
That's been a popular
common
one.
theme.
Yes.
Yep.
One species still on your bowfishing bucket list, Hunter.
One species, I'd probably say clown knife fish.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. Very good answer so far. All right, Hunter, you've got 1 month that you can bowfish in Texas. What month are you choosing?
May.
Oh.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. Mm-hmm. If your boat could talk right now, Hunter, what would it complain about most?
It would probably complain about getting beat up all the time with a big alligator gar. I'm telling you what, this thing gets beat up.
And it got some hard knocks on the one that we put in the boat the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let me ask you this one, Hunter. I love this question. This is good stuff. Have you ever pretended not to see a fish because you knew your client was going to miss it anyway?
There has been a couple times that I pretended not to see a sheephead or something.
Okay.
Actually, not so much sheephead, but the stingray, so I didn't have to turn back around because we were chasing the alligator gar.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I gotcha.
Yep. That's a good one.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Good honesty.
Here's another good one for you, Hunter. Who complains more? Clients when the fish aren't showing up, or the guide when the clients keep missing?
I don't really see any complaints down here, really.
Good.
I mean, if it's a slow night, I mean, we just go move until we find them. And I never complain about my clients. I mean, there's times that we miss giant gator gar. I mean, every single year.
Yep.
And you can't complain about it. You just got to say, "Oh man, you missed that one. Oh,
Right.
swing and a miss."
Yep.
You just got to make a joke about it and just keep going. I mean, we'll find another one.
That's good. That's a great way to look at it. That's a great way to look at it. Well, Hunter, we just kind of ran through the story here of Matt's 7-foot 2-inch gar. Are you tired of hearing him talk about it after he shot it?
No, it was a really cool experience.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, so now we had a little fun here, Hunter. Now we're gonna get to some other questions about your bowfishing career. How did you first get involved in bowfishing, and when did you realize you wanted to become a guide?
I got involved in bow fishing while I was probably 10, 12 years old, but I've been shooting archery since I was 4.
Yeah.
My dad was sponsored, and I just started shooting competitions whenever I was 4 years old. I shot for Team USA.
Wow.
I have national stake, and I have a whole bunch of records. So I went to college for archery. We traveled across the whole United States for archery. I went to France and everywhere. We traveled everywhere just to go shoot archery. And ever since then, archery was a giant passion for me. Mm-hmm. And I started bow fishing whenever I was old enough to go down to the creeks and the rivers and stuff with a couple buddies, and it's kind of where it started.
Sure.
Wow.
What were you chasing? Were you chasing a little spotted gar down there and some long nose?
My first fish I shot was a spotted gar.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
He remembers that fish.
Yep.
Wow.
So did you say you were 4 years old when you were shooting professionally?
I started shooting. Yes, sir. I started shooting tournaments when I was 4 years old.
Oh my gosh!
I don't even know if I was potty trained. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, you're destined from the start. Wow. Okay, all right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, Hunter. What inspired you to purchase Extreme Bow Fishing? How did that guide season kind of grow on you and make you want to pursue that as a career?
So I ran a part-time guide service called Texas Bowfishing Outfitters, and I ran that for several years. And Extreme came to me, and it was just one of them opportunities that I don't ever know if I'd be able to get again.
Wow.
So Jack was the one that originated Extreme in Texas, and I basically grew up with Jack in his archery shop.
Wow.
Jack and my dad were great friends, and it was just one of them deals. It just right place, right time. Cody came to me and said, "Hey man, I got this opportunity." So Jack sold it to Cody, brought it to Louisiana. And then I bought it from Cody and brought it back to Texas where it originated from.
Wow.
So that's kind of how it started, man. It was a crazy story.
That is crazy.
But it's awesome.
You know what's even crazy about that, Hunter, is I believe I came down to Texas with Jack with Extreme Bow Fishing back in 2008 or 7, right around there. I was the cameraman back then. Cindy and Jeff, the owners of AMS, were doing bow fishing here. And I remember Jack taking us out. We shot a lot of big buffs that night. We shot one gator gar that night. And I remember Jack just had a fun little, oh my gosh. You shoot a big fish, oh my gosh. Or when we would shoot tilapia and stuff, he said, "Oh, we're filling up the grocery getter." He just had his fun little thing, and he was a fun guy to be with. And it's so crazy that I was with Jack back in 2007 or 8, whichever it was, and then you end up knowing Jack even then, and then buying his Extreme Bow Fishing guide
service. And then
service.
You go down and
then I go down there and shoot a big one with you.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really
crazy.
Cool full circle. Yeah,
wow. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm. So, Jack, what does a tip...
Wait.
Oh, I just said Jack. Jack's looking at my head. Sorry about that, Hunter. So, Hunter... What does a typical trip with Extreme Bow Fishing look like from the time your clients arrive until they leave the water?
Oh, well, the main thing is we go out, and the first thing we do is once we get to the spot where we're going to start fishing, we have a safety speech. We kind of show everyone how to operate the bow safely, show them how to nock the arrow and the whole 9 yards, show them how to work the megamouth reels and how to adjust the drag, how to use the T-handle and everything. So it starts off with a safety speech, like no fish is worth getting hurt type deal. So, and that's basically the start. And we just keep going along until we find fish. And the main thing is getting families and kids and everyone else involved with archery and involved with bow fishing. That's the main thing.
Exactly.
We don't stop until the trip's over. So there's some other guys that stop when they're limited out, but we just keep pushing.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Trying to find more fish.
Yep. Well, let me ask you this, Hunter. What makes South Texas so special as far as bow fishing country goes?
South Texas is so special because we just have so many different species and bodies of water that we can go to. Yeah. So the cool thing about me with Extreme is I have a captain's license.
Right.
So with that being said, if I need to go to the coast to go chase gator gar, I can go to the coast and go chase gator gar because I got my license.
Sure.
If I need to go to any of the other lakes or rivers or anything like that because there's big fish down there at that timing, then I can go there too. So Extreme has a wide variety of water down here in Texas. I mean, if people want to call me and they said, well, let's go chase grass carp, then guess what? we can go up around Central Texas and go chase big grassies, man. I mean, we can literally anything, tilapia, gator gar, grass carp. I mean, big commons, whatever. I mean, Texas pretty much has everything that you can ever wish for.
Yeah.
Right. When we were going along that one time, you were talking about big grass carp. I'm like,
you perked up a little bit. Oh,
big
interesting.
Grassy.
Really?
We have to plant something next year on some big grassy down there.
Yeah, we tried to find them, but I guess the water coming up so quick just made them go deep. Hopefully we start seeing them pretty soon. So
right. Cool. So Hunter, tell the listeners and that stuff, like your coastal waters different from your inland waters down there. Now the coastal waters are a brackish salt water, correct?
Correct.
Yep, and then your inland lakes are all fresh water.
Correct.
But how can a gator gar be in both places? How can he survive down there in that type of different saltwater, fresh water?
That's what's crazy is gator gar. I mean, they can survive at pretty much anything you can throw them in.
Yep.
During the wintertime, they normally go up in the freshwater marshes over here, and then during the summertime, whenever it gets warmed up, they come out into the saltwater. Now, there is certain areas where we find them more than others, but it's crazy. Gator gar can live in anything. They can live in literally a mud puddle. I mean, they're just an awesome fish, and it's a really cool fish to see and a really cool fish to chase down here in Texas.
And because they breathe air.
Yeah.
They get oxygen, and they're coming up and breathing air. And it's crazy because you can hear them doing that, Hunter. You can hear them. They may come up behind you, but you can hear that, and it's like they're sucking in that air.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
you can hear a big gulp, and you can definitely tell a big fish from a little fish whenever you hear that gulp sound.
Yep.
If I had $1 for every time I've heard you make that noise today, I could afford to go down and shoot some big gator gar with Hunter.
You would know exactly. You say, you wouldn't even see it.
I go like this and be like, where's Matt? Matt's here. What's he doing down here? Well, Hunter, you obviously know a lot about what you're doing down there. I would take a stab and say that a lot of people that you have come down there, maybe they've never bowfished before. Maybe they've only bowfished once or twice. What would you say the most rewarding part of guiding someone who has never bowfished before? What is that?
The most rewarding part, I'd probably say, is starting from teaching them how to shoot a bow. And I mean, I've taken so many people that's never even shot a bow, never even seen a bow in their life.
Right.
And just to teach them from the fundamentals of how to operate the bow, and then say getting their first fish, whether it's a carp or stingray or something like that. Then after that, and once they're comfortable with the bow, then we can go chase a big fish. We can go chase a gator gar. We can go chase other stuff. So that's the cool thing is teaching someone from literally the beginning, and then them getting to harvest the gorgeous alligator gar, and then they get to bring it home and take it to eat it.
Yeah,
that's just one of the deals, man. It's awesome to be a part of.
Absolutely. I got that that meat back with me. I flew back with it and stuff, and I got it cleaned up and put back in the freezer now. And I've actually had people message me, "Hey, you got any extra of that gator gar meat that I could try?" Yep. I'm like, "Well, I says we're if I have any, I'll let you know, But people are very, especially up here in Wisconsin.
Oh, it's
You're not. We're eating perch, walleye, bluegills, stuff like that there, and they've never heard of alligator loins or backstrap, and they were all very curious about that. So I'm glad I brought that back because Timmy's going to get some. I want some. Yep. We're going to cook some up at your plant. My brother has a bar restaurant. We're going to take a bunch down there and fry it up for a bunch of people to try. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Gator gar special over there.
Gator gar, Wisconsin Gator gar special.
There you go. Yep.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
Make sure you get a good video of that.
I will definitely get video of that. Yep. Absolutely. So Hunter, what is the biggest misconception people have about bowfishing alligator gar?
Well,
what do you think that is?
There's a lot of people that they think an alligator gar is a big prehistoric 100-year-old fish. Now, they are old, but we have so many of them down here in Texas. And here the species has to be regulated. And of course it does. I mean, you can't just have no limits because then that'll never work. So it has to be regulated. So in Texas, Parks and Wildlife did really good, allowing one gator gar a person a day. Gator Gar definitely have to be regulated, and they do really good with it. But a lot of people think that it's an old prehistoric fish. We shouldn't harvest it because there's not enough of them, because they see it on the news that they're 100 years old. But that's definitely not true. Texas Parks and Wildlife did a big survey down in South Texas. They killed over 400 Gator Gar, and they literally cleaned every single one of them and did something in their head. I forgot what the exact scientific thing was. They basically aged the fish. The oldest fish out of all those 400 fish was a 50-year-old male. That was only 5 foot.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. Wow.
So all them big ones and stuff that they got was not 70, not 100 years old, you know?
Yep. Right.
Now, I'm sure every different body of water is different, but, I mean, we have so many alligator gar in Texas, it's not even funny. I mean, there has to be conservation on them. You can't just let them go free. I mean, they'll eat everything else.
Right. Yep. Right.
We cleaned one the other day. It had a catfish in it. We cleaned another one that had a spotted gar in it. I mean, it's just, I mean, they eat everything.
Yeah.
So there has to be conservation. There has to be some harvest in them, or they'll just explode.
Right.
That's the reason why you go down to a South Texas lake and you can shoot 5 a day down there.
Wow.
There's just so many down there.
Oh. Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, that's a great take on it. To be honest with you, that was absolutely. I learned a little bit.
Yeah, there. And one thing that I think a lot of people don't know about it too is you can eat. They're great to. We just talked about. They're great to eat.
Yeah.
You bring that meat back with you. It's no different than a hunter going on a trip to Colorado on an elk hunt.
Well, let me ask you this, Matt. How many bluegills would we have to keep every year to get 40 pounds worth of bluegill fillets?
A lot.
My God.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
That's crazy when you think of it that way. That's a lot of meat, a lot of food.
Right. But yeah, a hunter goes to Colorado to shoot an elk.
That's a great point. Yeah.
He's going out there because, of course, he wants to get a big elk to mount.
Yep.
And then he wants to bring some meat back with him.
Yep. To enjoy.
Somebody goes to Canada fishing. They want to catch a big walleye, and they want to catch a bunch of fillets to bring back fillets so they can eat when they come back with that.
Yep.
Mule deer, whitetails, anything.
Any big game animal.
People are saying, well, why'd you do that? I went down there on a trip to shoot, have my chance at a trophy, and then they bring the meat back with me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
Hunter, what kind of equipment do you provide? What does Hunter trust extreme bow fishing with as far as gear goes?
We are shooting the brand new Mega Rex bows and the Mega Mouth reels, and I'll tell you what, it's been the greatest thing that we've ever done. Now, I'll tell you what, the Mega Mouth reels have been the best thing that I've ever tried. I went from shooting a bottle reel, AMS bottle reel, to shooting a Mega Mouth, and that was night and day difference. I've shot a lot of the competition stuff. But there is nothing that holds up to the big fish, and also the saltwater and the freshwater, and someone that's guiding over 150 trips a year on the saltwater and freshwater.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Right. Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
I mean, literally, the only thing that I've ever done is just spool the reels and then wash them off and spray them with WD-40. That is it.
Sure. Yep. Well, that's fantastic to hear. We love that you're doing that. And they're meant to take the abuse that you're throwing at them.
Right.
Bows and the reels.
And I'll tell you what, Hunter kept reminding me quite a bit while I was up on the deck. He was like, where's your drag set at?
Yep.
Because I'd shoot at a drum.
Oh, sure.
Or I'd shoot a gar. And I would turn my drag tight to get him in. And then Hunter would always say, where's your drag at? Because you want the drag as loose as possible if you're going to be targeting gator gar. Yep.
Correct.
And that worked. I mean, it worked great for what we did, but that was one thing that you kept reminding me of.
Well, and that'll be something too that you showed me a little bit of the footage wise. There was one point when you were holding 2 bows.
I was holding Hunter's bow. Yeah.
You're holding 2 bows with the T-bars pulled on both, but you had the drag loose. So that fish was able to move.
Absolutely.
But he had to work for it a little bit. It wasn't just let go of the T-bar and let the line spool out. It was hold that T-bar, let him drag, which was perfect. That's exactly what that drag is intended for.
Hunter, if you can remember this, what is the most unforgettable experience since starting extreme bow fishing while on the water? You probably have a bunch of them.
Yeah, it's so hard. Oh, that's so hard. I mean, I'll just tell you this. The one that we saw the other day was, I mean, just to see a gator guard that size just swim right there. I mean, that was, I mean, I'm telling you what, that was a top 5 experience right there. Just to see.
Wow.
Just to see it just happen like that.
Right. How many times did I ask you, Hunter, that morning, why can't a big gator guard just do what those spotted guard are doing? How many times did I say that to you?
Exactly. I mean, literally, the 2 days that we were there in that area, they're like, well, why can't they just do that? I'm like, I don't know. They just really don't. They just really don't swim by you.
Right.
No, I mean, they'll come up and breathe and go back down, but they just never really, like, just swim by. And that one, we were trolling, like, not even trying to be, like, stealth mode.
Right.
We were just trolling, and it just swam right by.
Right. And for that fish not to see us and bust, you know, like turn and swim and take off.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Hunter, how rare is a 7-foot plus 180-pound alligator gar? Just like, I don't even, it's a tough question, but like, how would you answer that?
I'll tell you what, I mean, Texas definitely has the biggest alligator gar in the whole United States. The length and just the straight up weight on these fish. Texas, I mean, they're just built different down here. I don't know if they just eat a whole bunch of good stuff. They just get real fat. I mean, we got definitely a bunch of commons and buffs and stuff they eat. So they get real fat down here, and that's what's awesome about down here is we just get the monsters, the true trophies that people come down here and harvest. And that's what separates us right there.
Yeah. Right. So let me ask you this. Matt's 7-foot 2-inch gator gar, where does that rank? Let's go as far as this year, what you've seen, and then maybe just all time. I mean, is that a top 10 fish that you've ever guided somebody to?
I'll definitely tell you this. Anything over 6 foot, people say is a trophy.
Okay.
Anything over 7 foot is like saying that it's a 200-inch whitetail on a low fence property.
Good Lord. Wow.
Yeah. Anything over 7, I definitely describe it as a 200-inch whitetail on a low fence property. You have to put the time and the effort into hunting something like that. I mean, you're not going to go shoot a 200-inch buck on the first day out.
No.
Right.
So you got to put the time and the effort. Yeah, you got to be in the right place, right time type deal, just like the fish.
Right.
But it's also very, I mean, it's a trophy. That's exactly why people come to Texas, just for the trophies.
Yep,
they get the meat, they get the mounts. And I mean, it's a lifetime fish.
Right.
You shoot something over 6 foot, that is a lifetime fish.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
There's people that don't get to experience this across the whole United States.
Right. And I'll tell you, so Hunter, let's roll back into the trip now a little bit here. We went to that specific spot the day before in the afternoon. We were cruising around. You were trying to spot fish, either spawning or coming up in an area where they were more garden area where they're coming to breathe and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we located that spot the day before, and you made a call later that afternoon and said, we're not going to go out tonight right away when it first gets dark out. We're going to wait and come back in here tomorrow morning right at sunrise.
Good call.
Yeah.
That what made you decide to do that? I mean, what made you think about why to do that?
So a lot of it has to do with the water temperature down here in Texas. You know, it gets scorching hot down there, 100, 105 degrees during the summertime. And when it gets that hot, those fish do not go shallow. So a lot of people don't understand that. So that's the main thing is we went out there when the water temperature was at its coolest point of that day.
Yeah, that's smart.
And they just happened to work at the right place and right time.
Yeah.
Right. And you know what else is cool about that, Hunter, is it's not like the gar were spawning in the shallows. We could see him. We could go up and just pick one out and shoot it. This was just a random fish swimming randomly in the body of water that just happened to cross our paths at the right time at the right moment. So that was even more special.
Exactly. I mean, shooting a spawning fish is awesome, but this one was definitely not.
Right.
We just found where they wanted to be.
Yep.
Now they might have been eating right there.
Right.
There was a bunch of carps and buffs right there. They might have been eating there.
Exactly.
We just found them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
in fact,
Sorry about that.
when you cleaned that fish, we went back down there, and you pulled out a big old half-rotten carp out of his stomach. And
Yep.
I wish I would have filmed that, but my phone was up in the truck, and it was hot, like 105 degrees, and yeah, we were cutting the head off because I'm getting the head mounted.
Sure.
But
So,
yeah, he had a big old carp in there. So I was wondering maybe that's why those fish were in there, because there was a bunch of dead ones, because I'm guessing it was low oxygen or that water temperatures got so hot back in there.
Sure.
You know, but there's a bunch of dead buffs and carp floating all over the place.
Gotcha. So Hunter, that Matt's fish was the biggest one that you've guided this year, correct?
No.
Oh.
No. That's not the biggest one.
What's the biggest one so far this year?
The biggest one that I can remember this year is we got a 7.5 and a 7.7.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh, what's the biggest you've ever boated in your guiding career?
The biggest so far has been 7.8, 219 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness gracious. Wow. That's insane. Oh.
Well, that
The thing
7.5.
is,
Well, go ahead, Hunter.
and the thing is, like, we see bigger fish.
Oh, that's it.
We've missed bigger fish.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
just, there's something that we've never done, that Jack started this, is we never shoot with customers. So that's kind of what separates us from other people.
Sure.
Is if we're in a Gator Gar hole, we're not grabbing a bow also.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Every one of our fish a customer has harvested, and we have never shot before them, and we've never shot with them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something that you do not see often.
Right. Yeah, your bows sat back there by the center console, and then
they back up.
right. And it's funny because, well, you go ahead. I want to hear your version of the story, because I don't remember you saying anything before I shot. I thought I said, "Oh my gosh," and I shot. So I'd like for you to relive that and tell your perspective of when you first saw that fish and what happened just shortly after.
It was all really slow-mo type deal. I was trolling around, and I was still looking to my left to see if they were still to my left in that area we found them in.
Yep.
And I was like, man, is there any rolling over there? I was looking back to the left, and I was just trolling along. I mean, I wasn't hauling tail, but I was going at a decent rate of speed. And next thing I know, Matt's like, oh my gosh. And I just looked to the right, and I was like, oh, I don't even know if I said anything. Like,
No, I don't think you did.
That slow-mo.
Right.
Like, once Matt said, oh my gosh, he already slung an arrow.
Okay.
And what blows my mind,
It's still,
Hunter, is when I shot that fish, he was close. That fish never twitched, never rippled the water or nothing. It didn't do
even
nothing.
feel it. Yeah.
And then Jana shot right away. I mean, you said, shoot, Jana, shoot.
Yeah. I remember saying that. I was like, Jana, shoot. I mean, it was like slow-mo. It was like, shoot.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yep.
That is crazy.
But then you said, leave the fish go. Don't pull on him. Just let him do his thing. And then you went down and got your bow to get another backup shot because it was such a big fish, you know.
Yeah, I was like, I need another one.
Right. And then one of the cool parts about that whole thing is, we talked about it earlier, is you like to shoot him in the head with a 22 before you bring in the boat, because you don't want him thrashing around in the boat. He could injure somebody and break a lot of equipment.
Yes.
So you went down to get your pistol there, and you come back up and says, I'm out of shells. But that was probably one of the
them all the
coolest.
night before.
Yeah, right.
We're going to wrangle them in now.
But that was
I said, we're about to do some cowboy stuff.
Yes. And it got cowboy. I thought you were going over the deck of the rail up there when you're trying to bring that thing in the boat. I thought you were going in. It was crazy.
They got so much power, it's not even funny.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, no doubt about that. But that was just an incredible trip. And then we took a lot of time. Earlier in the morning, we put the boat in that morning. Jana and John were standing on, they didn't know it because it was dark out. They were standing on a bunch of fire ants.
Oh, no.
And they just ate their feet and ankles up apart. And when Hunter came onto the boat, we told him, he just kind of laughed. So we go back to the boat landing after we had got done taking pictures, or right before we were taking pictures, we went back to the boat landing quick to grab some stuff. And Hunter put the boat on the bank there and ran up to get something in his truck. Oh, a tape measure. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He comes walking down the boat ramp, and he's getting ready to push a boat off. All of a sudden, I look, and Hunter is doing the jig of all jigs up there on the bank.
Was he covered?
His freaking hey dudes went flying past our rental car.
Oh, my gosh.
He's doing a jig and a half down there, jumps up on the deck of the boat. He's swatting at his ankles and feet. I go up there and look, and all I can see is fire ants all over the deck of the boat now.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, I was getting smoked.
And then you got a whole bunch of little pimples and little bites or whatever. Them things. I'm glad I didn't have get any on me at all, but they must be pretty nasty, those fire ants.
Oh yeah, they're pretty bad down here.
Wow. Yeah, that sucks.
They were floating everywhere because the water came up, and they were floating on anything that was floating in the water. Right. There was a pile of fire ants on it.
That's what you're saying. That's insane to see that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like millions of them.
Right. Well, Hunter, for someone who wants to book a trip with extreme bow fishing, what should they expect? How should they prepare? And what is the best way for people to get in touch with you to get a trip booked up to go have their chance at a trophy alligator gar or go on the coastal for filling up their coolers with drum and stuff? How can they get a hold of you, Hunter?
Y'all can check us out on Facebook or Instagram. We're Extreme Bowfishing on Facebook and Instagram. Our website's extremebowfishing.com. And my personal phone number is 361-541-9881. Now, y'all can expect to have a great time when y'all come down.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, from the time we leave the dock to the time we get back and cleaning fish, we're laughing and cutting jokes and having a great time the whole
absolutely.
time. We fish the whole time that y'all want to go.
Yeah.
So if you only go out for 4 hours, we're fishing it. You only go out for 6, we're fishing it, you know. We are here to put y'all on fish and to have y'all a great time and enjoy time with family and friends.
Right.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can't ask for more than that.
No. One thing that I was very impressed with, Hunter, was your boat. You have an outboard. And we were in some very shallow water with a lot of vegetation, weeds, shrubs. Your boat goes through that shallow water. I was amazed at how well your boat handled the rough waters, the shallow waters. I mean, it's not like we were going 10 miles an hour. We're going 35, 40 miles an hour across these shallow areas. And your boat was awesome for that. So that's pretty cool with that tunnel hull design you got on there and the jack plates and everything. Did phenomenal. Your boat was awesome.
Oh, yes. This boat has been one of the best boats I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
It literally runs. If you got water, you can run it. That deal. And I had someone trying to follow me the other day, and they were like, "I'm going to follow you." I said, "Okay, good luck." And we were zigging through the stumps and whole 9 yards, and they shut down. They couldn't keep up. But the thing is, whenever that motor's up in that tunnel, that prop is literally out of the water.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about hitting anything with a motor. Now,
that's
the
huge.
boat might jump off of a log or something, but it's a 3/16 pole, so this thing's pretty heavy.
Solid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was cool. It was very cool. I was not expecting that when we get back in there, and you were going wide open through that stuff. I'm like, this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is really nice. I mean, you can cover some ground in all those back bays that we were checking.
That's the main thing,
right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So very cool.
We got to cover ground down here to find the fish, and we got to do what it takes, really, and you got to have a boat that'll do it.
Yep. Well, your boat did a fabulous job. I was very impressed with how that baby snuck through that shallow water with ease. Very cool. And it also handled. I mean, when we were out on that one lake, it was windier than heck, and it was 4 foot, rollers out there, and it handled that very well too.
Yeah, there's some big rollers out there, and I was like, oh, goodness, it's going to be rough. But, man, this boat's been really good. It handles the chop really good and handles the 2 or 3 inch water amazing. So, I mean, anything you can throw at it, it's been great.
Right.
I'm actually you might be singing a new one next year. We're working on that right now.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Yeah.
We should
I just got off the phone with them right before y'all.
Oh, you might have to break that boat in, Hunter.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit bigger.
Yeah. We might have to break it down some of them big old grassies or something like that.
Exactly.
Very cool. So do you have clients tonight then, Hunter?
We are heading to go meet them.
Oh, very nice.
Very cool.
Very nice. Very
cool.
nice. And I must say also here, before we let you get going, the food at some of the restaurants that we ate in down there were unbelievable.
Well, Hunter, Matt does not eat Mexican food. Whenever I want to go to a Mexican place, he's like, I don't want to eat Mexican. Meh, 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 meh. For him to say that this Mexican food was really good, it must have been fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's Texas for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good stuff. It was good stuff.
It's the closest thing in Mexico that you can get.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
We got some great food down here, and I'm a pretty big foodie myself, so I normally find the good spots to go.
Yeah, we had the Mexican food, the seafood places, the ribs, the briskets. It was all phenomenal. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah, cool.
Just an unbelievable all around trip. Was phenomenal. Thank you so much, Hunter, for taking us out. And like I said, this was a trip of a lifetime for me. I'll never forget it. I'll be telling this story forever, and it was a lot of fun. I thank you for taking us out there and getting the job done. We had a great time, and we wish you the best of luck moving forward here. And hopefully we can hook up again sometime and get back and spend some time on the water, Hunter.
We can definitely do that. I appreciate y'all coming down. I had a great time with y'all too.
We appreciate it. So if you're looking for a chance at a trophy alligator or to get on in the coastal waters for a little bowfishing for a drum and all those other kind of stingrays and gar out there, you got to check out Hunter Barthels with Extreme Bowfishing. Mm-hmm. You have a good one, Hunter, and we wish you the best of luck. And we'll probably see you next year, hopefully.
Thank y'all. Look forward to it.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Runs a very successful outfit out there. I think it was so cool that he brought up Jack Thatcher too.
Yeah,
that has some story. There's a picture down in the shop of Cindy holding up a buff that looks like somebody filled it with water or something ridiculous.
50-pounder.
And that's what I think of when I think of Jack Thatcher.
Yeah.
That was a while ago, but I always was told, that's down with Extreme Bowfishing,
Right.
Jack Thatcher in Texas.
Right. Not only does Hunter guide bowfishing, Derek, ducks.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Whitetails. Exotics.
Really?
Yeah. And he also will take people out on gator hunts.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Busy guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's very cool. I did not know that.
That's very cool. But yeah, it's a great time, a great guy. Really, like I said, trip of a lifetime for me.
Yeah,
Derek.
absolutely. So if anyone's ever looking to go down there and do what Matt did last week, I can't think of a better place to do it than with Hunter down there.
Right.
So glad we had him on.
All right, Schmidty, you know what time it is?
Oh, boy. We're going to jump right into this. Is it time for BA records, Matt? Do we have some records to read? Oh, okay. Wrong button.
Fat fingers.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Get ready for a fish that you wish. The tallest man was born in this state, Schmitty, at a staggering 8 foot 11 inches, weighed 491 pounds, and had a size 37 shoe. John Deere Agricultural Machinery was founded in this state in 1937.
Well, that gave it away. I know it.
And the Hostess Treat Twinkies was invented in this state in April 6, 1930. Any guesses, Schmitty?
Illinois.
Yep. I'm talking the land of Lincoln, Illinois. This fish was shot August 7th, 2026, not too long ago.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
By Scotty Batten. With a length of 50 inches and a girth of 35 inches, this tank of silver yanked the scales at a hefty 66 pounds, 10.2 ounces.
Oh, my gosh. 66 pounds silver? Oh, wow.
And that's a fish you wish you shot.
Holy cow.
Wow. A fish that big probably ate a couple Twinkies and pulled a John Deere.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I wonder how much horsepower that fish has in it. That's insane. Wow. That's a wow.
35-inch girth. The gator gar that I shot was 38.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I wonder what my... No, I'm not going to say that
Derek.
out loud. I meant my body.
That fish was shot, it says August 7th, 2026.
Dude, that's like 3 days ago. Is it not? Isn't today
that's last Friday.
Isn't today the 10th?
Yeah, that's last Friday
Holy
he shot
cow,
that fish.
Scotty
did.
That's cool. He shoots a megamouth reel. He posts us on TikTok all the time.
Really?
He does. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
What a fish right there, huh?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, wrapping it up, Matt.
Oh, Schmidty. Biggest fish of my life.
That is awesome.
Biggest fish of my life.
Yeah.
Wow.
A trip you will never forget.
No, that's for darn sure. What a time. So get on the water. Enjoy the sport of bow fishing. It's August. Still a lot of good bow fishing to come have.
Absolutely.
I love my fall bow fishing, Schmitty.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Big
love
fish in the fall, too.
Yes,
big fish in the fall.
Exactly.
Yep.
So don't put your gear away.
No.
Pull that megamouth off the rack. You pull your hooligan, your TNTs, your Anchor QTs, your Anchor FXs. Get on the water and you shoot some fish, baby.
Absolutely.
It's not over yet, Schmitty.
No, absolutely not.
No. So from all of us here at AMS Bowfishing and
Megamouth Bowfishing as well,
we wish you the best of luck. Remember, aim low.
think big. Thanks for listening, guys.